This is Tom Price. There are many well-known Welsh composers, but sadly Tom Price has been largely forgotten. The collection of musical publications you are seeing are all his work and are all part of the collection held at Cyfarthfa Castle Museum and Art Gallery. Tom was born in Rumney in 1857. He was a miner by the age of 10, working underground like so many children across the South Wales coalfields. His father was a bass singer and all his family were musical, but they were also dedicated to religion. And the chapels of Rumney were literally bursting with Welsh choral singing, which added a huge influence to Tom's life. During a break at the colliery he worked at, he wrote his first melody at just age 16. He carried a lump of chalk with him underground and covered the sides of trams and the sides of walls with harmonies. Everyone knew where Tom had been underground, because musical melodies were written all over. An interesting interview with Tom that appeared in the Musical Herald in 1901 revealed that at the age of 17, Tom had been saving his money for over a year to travel to the Gloucester Musical Festival. His English was so weak, he practiced asking for a railway ticket over and over. That festival was to inspire him even more to commit himself to music full time. In Tom's own words, he left school at the age of 10, worked underground from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. till he was 20. In the winter, he only saw daylight on Sundays, but any extra time he had, he spent studying music. He attended night classes to learn how to read and write and compose harmonies. After his career underground, he threw himself in to composing music, and it was not long before he was being awarded and praised for all his musical achievements. One of his greatest honours was the Lady Georgina Peele Prize, given for composing music to a Lord Tennyson poem. The music was sung to Tennyson himself in his drawing room, and after he invited Tom to compose another musical setting for one of his poems. Lady Tennyson was so impressed that she gave a beautiful signed volume of her husband's poetry to Tom as a thank you. He wrote two complete long works also, The Prodigal Son and Little Wanderers. The Prodigal Son was first performed at the Drill Hall in Merthyr in Christmas 1891. It was meant to have just 4 shows, but such was the popularity it had 8. And it, like all of Tom's compositions, was bilingual and had a Welsh version and an English one. Welsh was his first language, but he always allowed his music to be accessible for both languages. Even though Tom was born in Rumney, he was considered part of Merthyr. He had lived here for 37 years, since 1888, and as a testament to how well loved and liked he was in Merthyr, after fellow composer Joseph Parry passed away, Tom was the first and only choice to take his place as leader of the Cyfarthfa for Merthyr Congregationalists. For 18 years, he was the travelling music teacher for Glamorgan County Council and even edited 2 regular music publications, one in Welsh and one in English. He lived on Alma Street in Toynrodin for 37 years and died in 1925. His musical compositions are still here and can be brought back to life with this collection.